call it chemistry, a connection, or something in our genetic code. What we build is who we are. We don't stop at good enough, but we don't quit when the going gets tough. We're not afraid to get dirty, get lost, or turn a wrench. We go until there's nothing left. It's in our DNA.
Over 25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks. The leader in off-road shock technology.
Locally owned Bill Alexander Ford has the vehicles you want. F-Series, Bronco, Expedition, Edge, Explorer, Escape, and Ranger. And try our mobile service for light maintenance. We will come to you. For a difference you can count on, visit us in person or go to BillAlexanderFord.com.
Score big at Full Wheel Parts all month long. For a limited time, save big with up to 40% off Jeep JK parts and accessories. Plus savings all month long on tires, wheels, lift kits, lighting, and overland products. Take your rig from boring to built, only at 4WP.
All right, good morning, everybody. We are back with the next race here on Fishgistics today. We are bringing you guys the SCORE Baja 400 all day today. And if you just tuned in, you might have been watching the SCORE feed earlier. They started down in town for a ceremonial start, they call it. It's down on the Malecon, whatever you want to call it, there in front of the Cultural Center. They do a start there, but that's not the actual start of the race. That is just a start to get them off the line. And then they head out of town and they go up to where they've been starting, north of town. They wait there until 10 o'clock, which was 3 minutes ago. And then they start for the time start up there. So the time start just started 3 minutes ago, and we do have some cars off the line. And so far, there's only a couple cars off the line. So if you're watching the tracker, this is what it looks like. If you guys are looking at the tracker, you see all these cars stacked up north of town. This is where they parade them to. So the ceremonial start is down here on the Malecon, right in town, and then they parade them right around the corner, or they go around the corner, and then they stack them up. They have to wait for a police escort, and then they parade them out of town up here. None of this is timed. Up to here, and then they get in line, and they should stay in line, and then they start again right here. This is the actual time start of the race. So if you guys are just checking it out, you wonder what's going on. No, it's not a bottleneck right away. That's the actual start of the race. So you can see right now we only have 3 cars that have actually started the race. So we have Luke McMillan qualified first. He started. And then the splits for today are going to be this. It's going to be 1 minute splits between all the trophy trucks. So Luke McMillan started. Then 1 minute later, we had Bryce Menzies start in the number 7. Then 1 minute later, we had Mike Walser start in the 89. Then we had Dan McMillan in the 23. And those are the only 4 cars that have started so far, because what time is it? It's 10:04. So the next car is not going to go off the line until 10:05. So just wanted to get you guys kind of updated. There's not a lot going on yet, but that is how the start's going to work today. It's going to be 1 minute start for all the trophy trucks. After that, we are going to have a 3-minute delay, and then we're going to start the first class 1. So the first class 1 is going to have 3 minutes of clean air technically in front of them. And that first Class 1 is going to be Brennan Gaughan in the 162. He's the only Class 1 that qualified, so he will start first in Class 1. And then it'll be 30 seconds from there on. So all the Class 1s will be 30 seconds, and then we just keep on going down the line through all the rest of the classes, and it'll be 30 seconds all the way down for the rest of the day. So that's how the start's working today. Now, earlier this morning, the bikes did start, so we can go look at the bikes and see who is the lead bikes right now. And let's see. We can try and find the 3X. All right, so down here, our lead bike right now is the 3X. He is almost to mile 200, as you can see. He's at mile 196.9. So the 3X is the leader on the tracker. Now, once again, we say this every race. We can only see whose trackers are working. If someone's tracker's not working, we're not going to see where they are. They very well could be leading the race. We have no idea. All we know sitting right here looking at this screen is if their tracker's working. So just keep that in mind throughout the day. Another thing to look at, whenever you look at their tracker like this, see where it says 0 minutes ago? That means that's a good update. It just updated. You don't want to see anything more than like 3 or 4, maybe 5 minutes there. Otherwise, you know that the update is actually out of date. So always keep a couple top tips for you guys there. Always check on the minutes ago that it updated, so you know it's a good update. And then if you don't see one here, you don't know. They could still be in the class leading, maybe. I have a feeling the 3X is leading because I did see an update earlier that they were a physical update. So I'm going to take it that they probably are leading. All right, so then we have the 300X. It looks like they are next here on the tracker, the 325X, and then we have the 180, the 19X, and the 20X. Now, going back to the quads, it looks like the first quad I can see is the 7A right here. So it looks like the 7A is going to be your first quad, unless this is a quad under here. Nope, that's a bike. All right, so the 5A is going to be the second place quad. So we have the 7A and the 5A, actually pretty close racing for 175 miles into the race. Look at this one's at 176.2 and this one's at 175.5. So less than a mile separates the first two quads right now. So very good racing going on in the quad class in the Baja 400. Everybody made it across Mike's so far. The water crossing, it looked pretty muddy. SCORE does have a camera up there, and this is the live feed that they have. Check this out right now, actually. Look, we have the KMC box van coming across at Mike's. So I think that's actually the Serapis box van. So they just made it across at Mike's. This is the SCORE live feed that they have going on. You can watch this all day on scoreinternational.com or on their YouTube channel. They'll be live all day, but if we just saw a box van go across at Mike's, I don't think it's going to be much of an issue with anybody else making it across that crossing today. It is going to get a little more dug up, obviously, so that box van might have a little bit more issue going back later after all the race cars have come by it. So that's what's going on there. But that was pretty good timing there. So yeah, in between my updates, I would, if you guys have two monitors, I would throw on the SCORE feed on a separate monitor. And then if you don't, just come back here to my feed at the beginning of every hour. We'll be live every hour throughout the whole race today, giving you guys updates like we always do. So once again, if you're just joining us, the real-time start just started 8 minutes ago. So we only have 8 cars off the line so far, and these are the 8 cars right here. You got Luke McMillan out front. Bryce Benzie second. Then you have the Walser third, Dan McMillan, Tavo Vadosala fifth. Tavo's driving a brand new truck. He just got that truck. So it's going to be interesting to see how the 21 does today. He does not have much time in that. I think he has like 1 test session in it. So it'll be interesting to see how the 21 does. It's a new Mason all-wheel drive truck. So it'll be pretty cool to keep an eye on that. Paul Wheel. This is Toby Price. If you guys don't know, Toby Price is driving until mile, let's see, where did I have him at? He's going to mile 225. So Toby Price is driving the 46 to mile 225, and then Paul will hop in there and take over. And then in here we have Gustavo Vadosala Sr. with Ricky Johnson driving. He has started, he qualified, so whoever qualifies has to start the race. So Ricky Johnson in the 21L will be starting the race there. So that's a look at the top. And also in the 89, we just got an update from Mike Walser. Mike Walser is going to be getting in somewhere around mile 215-ish, something like that. Pretty much everybody today, if you are splitting this, you're going to change between mile 210 and 225. That's about 215, 225. That's about the section where everybody can make it to on gas. and then you're only going to want to stop once this race. So everybody's going to do their driver change at their stop. So somewhere between, like I said, 210 and 225-ish, that's going to be where you see any driver changes happening today. You're not gonna want to stop more than once, because that's just not smart. You're going to lose time in the pits. So I don't think anybody's planning on stopping more than once. You never know, obviously, what's going to happen. So let's see. What are you guys saying here? How many hats will you be wearing today? Yeah, I have quite a few. I'm actually going to be wearing another hat today too, because I'm going to jump on Bryce's feed and when it goes live, and give you guys some updates on Bryce's live feed also. So you'll see me over there today, as well as this and everything else I got going on. It's going to be crazy today. Tabo has wheel time in his dad's Mason. Yeah, correct. Tabo has driven the Mason all-wheel drives before. He drove his dad's truck before. So it's not like he's not driven these before. Just that specific truck doesn't have any miles on it, really. They have one test session on it. So I don't know how much they have it dialed in. You know, you can have a little thing issue here or there. Just doesn't have any time on the truck yet. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes today. His guys actually finished that truck in their own shop, in Tabo's shop. They got it from Mason as a roller. So there you go. There's a couple updates for you guys. Now, we do have some people out on course I'll be checking in with. I got Brian Busby. He is standing by. He's out at Ojos. So at our 11 o'clock hour, we will go live with Busby. It's awesome that all these guys have Starlink now, because it's gonna be pretty cool. Bryce's live feed, they are rebooting it right now. It'll be up soon. Bryce's live feed is on YouTube also. So go to YouTube, search Bryce Menzies. You'll find Bryce Menzies' channel. Just go on there, and then there's a page for his Baja 400 feed. It will be live. It's not live yet. They're getting it going. They had to reboot it. They turned the truck off at the start when they sat there. So they're getting it up, getting it going again. That should be live soon. So YouTube for Bryce Menzies' live feed. You can do YouTube for SCORE's live feed, and then you can do YouTube for my live feed at the top of every hour. So you guys have a lot of information now. We got a lot of stuff coming in, and it's gonna be fun. Approximately what time are the first trucks projected to finish? That's a good question. You know, I haven't even done the math yet, because it's tough to know until about halfway through, when you know, it's tough to know. If say it was 400 miles, whatever it is, if they did divided by 55 miles an hour, that's 7.25 hours. So I would say if they started at 10, somewhere between 5 and 6 p.m. probably. Something like that would just be a rough estimate for now. Between 5 and 6 p.m. would be my guess. Do you know any other team doing a live feed? I do not. I saw a bunch of people that had Starlinks on their trucks, but I don't know if they are. I think they're mostly just using them for data, live data from like the Motec and everything. You can do that now. So I don't know if anybody else is broadcasting. If you guys see anybody else broadcasting live today, please let me know, and I will do the same for you guys. We'll keep you guys posted. But I know, like I said, Bryce Menzies 100% is live, gonna be live. They're working on getting it up. So Bryce will be live, and then I don't know anybody else. But you guys can let me know if you find somebody else. All right. Well, I think that's about it. We will not much else to tell you guys right now. Let's go look at the bike again real quick. And then at our 11 o'clock update, like I said, we're going to have Busby live with us at Ojos. We're going to show you guys some trucks coming through there. The 3X is your lead bike right now. The 7A is in a good battle with the 5A for the quad lead. So a good battle going on between those two. And here's a look at the SCORE feed. So once again, this is the SCORE feed right here. They have a camera up at Mike's, or right over me here. So that's a camera up at Mike's in the bottom right. They got a camera at the start, the ceremonial start. They don't have a camera at the actual start, which is a major bummer, because we're not going to be able to see the finish later. So we're just going to have to guess on the finish later. If any of you guys are going to be at the finish line later, the time finish, and you want to go live, let me know, and I will bring you on here with me later. But you can see they're starting the 12 cars right now. So they got 12 cars going off the line, and that's about it. So we'll be back at 11 o'clock in about 45 minutes with your guys' next update. And yeah, we'll be you guys tune in all day today. If you guys have anything, let me know throughout the day. I'll be posting pictures and video on the social between this, and we'll try to keep you guys posted. All right, everybody have a good day. Let's have some fun. And once again, thank you to all of our sponsors that make this possible, KMC Wheels and F&L Racing Fuel. I hope you guys were with F&L, because it sounded like some people had some fuel issues before this race if you weren't, and some people, I don't even know if everybody made it to the start line. There was some issues going on with some other companies' fuel. So hopefully everybody got dialed. Hopefully you got fuel, and hopefully you guys all have a good race today. All right, we'll see you guys back at 11 o'clock with the next update here on Fishgistics.
At Baja Designs, we have lights for all on and off-road enthusiasts. For 30 years, we have been lighting up the night. We are Baja Designs, the scientists of lighting.